Hannah Keeley.
Holy mama.
Yep, that's me. I was a behavior therapist for a while, then I had a few kids. Okay, a lot of kids. 7 to be exact. I soon realized that of all the people that need help, moms are at the top of the list.
I'm gonna help you help yourself.
So I wrote a few books, did some TV, and made a website. But you know, nothing beats just rolling up your sleeves and working with moms side by side. The file drawers are filled with fabric.
Yeah. You're brutal.
In 2 days, I can take any overwhelmed mom and put her on the right track. Life's not about being perfect. It's about making every moment count. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to help. Well, it's the end of the season, and I've gathered up all the moms that I've worked with for a mom retreat. Believe me, they've worked hard and they deserve it. And we're having it right here in beautiful Turks and Caicos. I am so excited that the moms are finally here, and I can't wait for them to enjoy all the resort has to offer. They deserve all the good that comes to them. It's time for them to be rewarded with a little pampering and some relaxing time for themselves. Are you excited?
No,
not excited.
There's so many things that I hear myself saying, I've never done that before. I've never been out of the country before. I've never been away from my kids before. And it was just very important for me to find myself and to find myself in a paradise.
Come sit down. Let me explain what's going on. Come sit down over here. Take it all in. Feel that breeze. Feel that Caribbean breeze. I bet when the moms got on board for a life makeover, they never thought they'd be treated like this. I know. You deserve it. You ladies deserve the treatment.
Oh, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We should also say to Hannah.
Oh, I like it. Bring it on. Bring it on. You all look and you feel empowered, and I can just feel that energy coming off of you. And I'm really excited about this. This is going to be
so
wonderful.
excited. We are. Yeah. I've been like giggling like a schoolgirl since the plane.
Well, this is seriously, this is just the beginning. It is going to be fantastic.
Oh my God.
It's going to be wonderful, busy, relaxing, but also challenging.
We're ready.
Okay? I know you're ready. I have no doubt that you're ready for this, and it's going to be awesome. Well, let's go have some fun.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey! Hey! Let me give you a tip about packing for your kids. Pack an outfit for each day in a large zippered bag with a tab that's easy for the kids to use. And don't forget about socks, underwear, anything else they may need. Then write their name on it, toss it in the suitcase. When it comes time to get dressed, just hand them the bag, they're good to go. Also, these are great for packing up dirty laundry later. Believe me, it's a vacation. They're gonna get dirty.
At first, I was very nervous about meeting the moms. I didn't know what type of situations they had come from. Once I met them, we're just like a bunch of old girlfriends that have known each other forever, and I just love that camaraderie between us.
I could not wait to meet the other moms. I was really curious to see for myself what these other moms were like, and did the other moms come away with the same tips or different tips, and it's been wonderful meeting them.
After the moms had a chance to unwind from their travels, we met to look back on their personal progress. I wanted the moms to share their experiences with each other, to take a good look at where they were then and where they are now. Sometimes moms are so wrapped up in all that surrounds them, they don't get the chance to pull back and see the bigger picture. I want them to take the time to regroup and process the moments that make up their lives. This is essential to a healthy mom mentality. Is this like way overboard or what?
Paradise.
When Hannah called and said we were going away to Turks and Caicos, I was excited. I couldn't believe it. It took a while for it to sink in.
Moms always put themselves last. I mean, out of necessity. We don't have a choice. You know, we never just get recreation and chill and just, you know, no demands. So I'm so excited that all of you guys were able to make it, and you're still so inspired, and I mean, this is great.
It just feels like heaven.
It does. I don't want to leave.
Like you just got here.
Force me on the plane.
I'm
not leaving.
I was very much looking forward to meeting the other moms because we all have our own very different story, but I think everything in common is that we all wanted to be better versions of ourselves. We all wanted someone to come and help us.
So what were you dealing with? Because like I said, all of us represent different things that moms are dealing with.
At the time in my life where I felt I was just feeling most desperate and vulnerable, I just had too many things, I think, that I couldn't get under control.
Right.
And it was
All the
it was
factors
a
coming in.
cumulative effect
Right.
of having all these things to deal with and not feeling like I had any control over any of it. No control over, you know, my time, no control over my budget, no control over, I didn't have any sort of systems in place,
Right.
no organization skills.
And you and your husband weren't really communicating
No,
about any of that?
communication was tough because it would really grate on him, the way the house was kind of being run, because I didn't really have a way that I was running the house.
Right.
It was whatever. It was chaos. It wasn't even organized chaos.
Yes. You were dealing.
My mom was sick, my dad was sick, my brother died, my husband lost his job, then he ruptured his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
It was like
The day before we came to shoot.
It was
ruptured
just
his Achilles tendon.
crazy, and I was just trying to keep it all together. And you know, there's still some fires to put out. Not of us,
Right.
but just things happening, but we're good.
And this woman, you were just trapped, and you thought, this is my life. I'm gonna be surrounded with clutter. I have a house, I don't have a home, this is chaos.
I had clutter issues that I wanted possessions instead of feeling good about me. And once I got rid of those possessions, then I loved me.
You finally have learned to value yourself. I mean, when we went back, I didn't recognize her. I saw this powerful, inspired woman in front of me, and before it was just like you saw the panic in her eyes, you know? I know you all know that panic feeling.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it in her. Have you not seen that side of you before?
Now you seem all relaxed.
Yeah.
I've got a plan.
And what about you?
Since, you know, I'm a working mom, I needed to prove that I can also be a great full-time mom. And I was hard on Brian. I was expecting him to live up to my expectations. And I have really, really tried to remember that I'm not called to be perfect. I'm called to be at peace.
Right.
And remembering there are no rules. I'm doing what works for us.
Right, you're doing what your gut tells you.
Yes. So
And there are
that's
no
been-
manuals for that.
Right.
Well, you already know she was dealing with debt up to her eyeballs. She was also dealing with husband away, deployed in Iraq. So, you know, sometimes when you feel like you're the only parent,
Doormat.
yeah, you let your kids kind of rule the roost because you don't want to disappoint them, you don't want to make them feel bad, so all of a sudden they start playing you and you lose control, and she was dealing with that too.
I mean, my son was living off of literally macaroni and cheese.
And marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
He
were
was able to
sneaks.
grab those, get a chair to the pantry and grab those marshmallows.
By the end of the taping, my kids were going into the pantry, pulling things out and saying, "This is junk," and running it to the trash can.
Can you believe that?
And within 12 hours, my kids stopped fighting. It was unbelievable.
I think a lot of that, though, was your expectation. You expected them to argue about dinner, and you expected them to fight.
I do have a real hard time thinking positively based on past occurrences and not trying to get my hopes
But
up.
you create
and
every day,
And you
Brittany.
create everything, so I have to think positive.
You're all such success stories. I feel so privileged to be a part of this. I really do. All right, I told you I was going to have a challenge for you, okay? So tomorrow, I want you to show up 8 o'clock on the dot in the lobby in your swimsuits. How's that?
Wait, no more information?
No more information. I want you to be challenged here. And it's not necessarily what we're doing. It's being willing to get in your swimsuit and not care. I'm ready for you to get out there and really start living life. And that's risky. You succeed, you fail, you win, you lose, you get skinned up. You look like an idiot sometimes. We don't care anymore. Yeah. Are you in?
We're there.
We're in. Woo! Go mom on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go mom! I brought the moms on retreat because they really deserved it. They have done such a remarkable job with their life improvements and not only making changes over 2 days, but just making changes that I know are gonna last the rest of their lives. First of all, I wanted them all to meet each other because they all share such different aspects and different challenges of motherhood. And I wanted them to share their different stories, and they have. I'm so excited about that. And so that's why I brought them here, just to have that time together and give them a great retreat. Okay, moms, although it's fun to be out in the sun, it can also be very harmful to your skin. So make sure you apply sunblock at least 15 minutes before you're out in the sun. Make sure it's got an SPF of 30 or more and that it's waterproof. And don't forget about those easy to neglect spots like parts in your hair or the tops of your ears. And after you're covered up, just go and have some fun. Well, after all the anticipation, it was time to show the moms their Paradise Challenge. I chose the surf simulator here at the water park as a way for the moms to overcome obstacles and to get off the sidelines of life.
Ladies, this is the surf stream.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
No, I am not kidding you. Okay, I would not make you do something that I haven't done. So I tried it out and I made my whole crew try it out. Got some great footage too. And I tell you, we got bruised up, we looked foolish, but we had a total blast. And guess how many moms I saw waiting here to do this activity since the whole time we were here? Guess how many moms I saw?
Zero.
None. Moms are so worried about what other people are gonna think, what they look like, that we never just have fun. If you're going to move on to that next level, you're gonna have to let ego aside and really love life. That means you are willing to look foolish. You're willing to fall on your face. You're willing to get bruised up, but you are going to live life. No more sitting on the sidelines. So you ready for this?
All you gotta do is listen to me.
I will be glad to because I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't worry, I'm gonna help you through this.
Keen, our surf simulator instructor, showed us the ropes.
Going into the surfing challenge, I thought it would be a lot of fun. I was a little nervous because I've never done anything like that. But I thought, what the heck? What's the worst thing that can happen at this point?
Kristen was the first brave soul to practice the fine art of water wrestling. Laurie was next, and her first ride, well, a little more fizzle than sizzle. Diana hung in there to break the 7-second mark. Melissa had no chance against that powerful surf stream. And Rachel, that girl dropped in like a pro.
I was like, I'm gonna completely make a fool out of myself. I've never done that before, but I'm willing to do it. And it was a total blast. I just cannot wait to get back out there and do it again.
Okay, we definitely had a couple fantastic spills, and each one had its own personal signature. But after a few rough starts, these moms really started to get the hang of it. There was no turning back. I, on the other hand, still needed to work out a few details.
When I got there this morning and found out the first thing that we were doing was surfing, I was petrified. That is not something that I ever would have done on my own. It took a lot of courage for me just to even get up there and do it. And then once I did it, I had a blast.
We looked goofy and we looked silly and I'm banged up and bruised, but it was great. Now I can say I've done it, and the next time I take my kids to another water park, we can do it together.
I knew these moms could conquer the physical challenge of this activity, but more importantly, the mental challenge of just letting go. Putting yourself out there and living outside your comfort zone is tough, but what's even harder is knowing you had an opportunity to live life to the fullest and you didn't take it. The transformation these moms went through has brought them to the next level. Self-consciousness and fear, they don't stand a chance with this group of powerful women. And of course, our instructor Keen had to make sure we all knew who was the master.
I wanted all the moms to do this surfing challenge, not to see if they could do it, but to see if they were willing to do it. And they all were. I was so excited to see that because I think they're at a point in their lives where they've made some great changes, but now I want them to really engage.
That's right. I couldn't believe you guys were a mom. You guys are such natural.
Remember how I had my crew try it out first? Get a load of this.
I got 5 seconds. I want my cookie.
After completing the surf challenge with flying colors, it was time the moms received a little rest and relaxation. A trip to the spa was a must. A quick lesson for Melissa in the proper use of chopsticks was also in order.
All right, you got it, you got it.
Pop it in your mouth. Woo! Pop the whole thing in. Woo! You did it. All right.
See, we just act like someone on the slimy side.
Hello, ladies. How's it going? Are you enjoying yourselves?
We're loving it. It's wonderful.
It is, isn't it? This is excellent. Can you stay? Well,
Moms are always taking care of everybody else in their family, but there isn't really someone that comes to take care of the mom. And I'm not talking spa, pedicure, that sort of stuff, but somebody to come and say, I got your back. I can support you. I've been through this and so much more. Tell me what the problem is, and let me give you the skills to work through it.
It wasn't like you were just trying
like I'm just talking from a desk or something.
Right.
You know, I was like, she gets it, and you've been there.
Or you have all the answers when you haven't been there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I felt like you really understood what I was saying, but you also lived it.
Right. Unemployment, drowning in debt, frumpy houses cluttered, everything you guys have dealt with. I have too. And when I saw that look in Melissa's eyes, I'm like, girl, I have so been there. I know that look. I know that feeling. When the first time I talked with you, Kristen, I'm like, I understand. When you realize that you have the power inside of you to create your life, all of a sudden these variables that you've been dealing with, it's like, it's okay, because I am stronger than anything that can come at me.
And you're not waiting, like, to enjoy what you've been blessed with until things get better.
Right, right. You're not looking for, like, if I can just get through this month, or if I can just get through until he gets a job, or until I lose 20 pounds.
It's now.
It's like, right now, I'm gonna love my life, and I'm gonna love who I am as I'm achieving what I want.
Exactly.
And it's very empowering.
And I can't wait to share that, you know, with the world. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I want to empower other women to love themselves right now. I mean, just who they are. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter what you look like. Just be yourself.
That's right.
It's like this gift that you can, like, pass on.
It is.
And you just want to keep.
And I loved how all of you guys are willing to just get out there. It's okay to look foolish, to fall, to fail. It's all right, because we are really loving life and we're really living it right now.
Life wasn't meant to be perfect.
I don't know.
I don't know who said it was. I don't know
Not a
who
mom.
said it, but it's not meant to be perfect
No,
without
it's not about
bumps.
perfection. There's always going to be things. Yeah. And you always have a choice. Am I stronger than this? Or am I going to let this control me?
I think by us loving ourselves, it makes us better moms.
Yes.
You know? I mean, we're not, when you don't take care of yourself, it really impacts the way we mother. And it's so counterintuitive to say, you know what, I'm going to stop and take care of me because it's going to help me take care of you.
Yeah.
But to be able to do that is just so
And to take that
empowering.
first step to give yourself permission, the
Yes.
first time,
Yes.
that was the hardest.
Right.
The very first time that you give yourself permission to take care of you is the hardest time.
Just taking that me time. I sometimes think about the kids and my husband, and I teach, and I think about everybody else. And just to stop and take time for me is just so important.
Well, ladies, I think you all deserve some pampering. What do you say? You guys have worked so hard. You deserve it. So we've got some massage center set up over here. So why don't you just sip your latte here and mosey on over there.
All right.
Of course, moms don't always get the opportunity to just relax at home, let alone a beautiful resort. But they have to find the time to care for themselves in order to stay in top condition. All right, enough relaxing. Time to take the moms on a little snorkeling trip. Some of the moms had never done anything like this before, so it was thrilling for me to get them out in that gorgeous water and expose them to the exotic fish and a coral reef. first, we needed what looks to be a little safety instruction from Captain Rick. It turns out our biggest challenge may have been getting the snorkeling gear on. Time for the big plunge. Nope, not done yet. There's plenty of fun still to be had on the Hobie Cat.
That was so fun. It was just great to be laughing and feeling the cold water splash up on our knees, and to even be a little scared by trying to let go, and it was wonderful.
Being on the Hobie Cat was awesome. You have to let go to experience life.
The Hobie Cat rocked. That was so cool. Just getting out there and hanging on for dear life and just enjoying it. Seeing these moms like leave their cares behind and they're just laughing and having a great time, great adventure. All right, so what did you think about this mom retreat?
Oh, I think it was heaven.
Yeah.
It was relaxing but exciting. It was challenging. It was new. We met new friends. It was awesome.
I noticed that all of you guys really hit it off, like amazingly well. You were already bonding before you even showed up. I heard you come in a mile away. I'm like, that's got to be the mom.
It's so funny because, we really had not talked. For me, it feels like I've known these women forever. They're women that I can definitely open up to and with and be there for them. And I know that the five of us will definitely be in touch with each other.
Well, why do you think that is? Why do you think all of you hit it off so quickly?
We have the common bond naturally as moms, and then we all were looking to improve ourselves, improve our situations and our relationships, and make ourselves better. And we're excited about that, and we like sharing it and hearing, and I think we all get inspired by each other's stories as well.
Yeah.
So, all we keep saying is we can't wait to see, everybody's episodes.
We are also moms who were willing to become vulnerable.
Right.
And so, we already kind of set the bar that says we're those moms that are willing to open up and to lay it out there and to say these are our struggles.
Right.
So with each other, we can definitely do that.
We each had to come clean with you
That's a big thing.
about all of our struggles and everything. And I think once you start airing it, I think it's hard to shut us up. But I do truly believe that each one of us has changed into or evolved into a new person, that we've come out, and I think that each of us are better in some way, and I think as a group, I don't think there's an issue that many moms can't relate to.
And when they see that, they're like, someone else is dealing with it too.
Right.
I'm not so alone here. And if they can deal with it, I know I can. Well, I want to thank all of you for just opening up your lives and being willing to share your stories and to make these remarkable changes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For this retreat and for all of it.
Even without the retreat.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Feel the love. Thank you.
Even without the retreat. Just you coming into our lives and helping us
Oh, yeah.
is phenomenal.
Well, it is just, it's so inspiring for me to see the changes that you've done. It's really, I'm totally in awe of the power that's here. And you guys rock. Rock on. Right here. On down the line. Helped me started out as an idea that I had with my own transformation. And I knew that with all the different areas that I had been challenged in personally, I knew that there were other moms too. Perhaps, at the grocery store, at the playground, wherever you see these moms, we're all dealing with different challenges. And so if we can come open with those challenges and show how we face them and overcome them, then those stories strengthen and help other moms. And it's remarkable, really, how this idea has just grown and grown and grown. And so I see these moms who have made the changes, and they are psyched about getting in their communities and their circles of friends and inspiring other moms who are dealing with the same struggles. Okay, Mama, are you going crazy? Well, don't lose your mind. Just let me know. I could be showing up at your front door next. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to help. For more information, visit hannahhelpme.com. Hi, I'm Hannah, and I want you to meet my family. This is my husband, Blair, and these are my kids, Kelsey, Katie, Kyler, Karis, Corbin, Clara, and Kenna. All right, guys, thanks. Appreciate it. I wanted to share something with you for just a minute. See, I'm a real mom. I have dirty dishes in my sink. My kids are not perfect. I have junk rolling around on the floor in my van. That's real life. I'm a real mom. And a real mom, well, has real challenges. I remember years ago when I just had a few kids, I was totally overwhelmed. I was living in a cluttered house. I was out of shape, depressed. We had mountains of debt and not a penny in the bank. You get the idea. I was sinking fast. That's when I started digging into the Word of God. And the more I learned, the more I stopped doing things my way and started doing things God's way. And that is when everything began to change. Today, I love my life, and I want you to love yours too. Look, I understand. Being a mom is so challenging, but as bad as your life may seem, it can get better. And as good as your life appears, it can be even greater. It all starts with a relationship with Jesus Christ, but it certainly does not stop there. God created you to enjoy your life full of blessing. And if you're not enjoying your life, well, maybe it's time to change things up. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to help.
For free resources to create a life you love, including Hannah's 30-day decluttering program, go to hannahkeeley.com.
Are you the social type? Then Mama, we should totally hang out. Visit with me on Facebook or Twitter and get the help you need to live a life you love.